We thank God for the free gift of life and welcome to our today's class in probability. There's a question that says Wangui has 5 brown chicken and 3 white ones. And this woman picks, so she picks 2 of them at random for slaughter. The most important word is at random. So the question says, determine the probability that they are of different colors. Determine the probability that they are of different colors. Determine the probability that they are of different colors. So this is a question that tells us that whatever has to get done here is all based on a matter of chance, that a particular chicken with a particular color is going to be picked. So in such cases, a probability tree diagram can work well for us so that at the end of the day, we can get the final answer to what the question is asking. So we are going first to prepare a tree diagram for this information. So this can be my tree diagram. And I'm going to indicate the colors of the chicken talked about in this question. So we're going to have B to stand for the color of the chicken which are brown, and W to stand for the color in as far as the white chicken are concerned. And in as far as the question is concerned, we are told Wangui has 5 brown. So the woman has 5 brown chicken. So I'm going to put 5 here. So 5 brown chicken and 2. Add on this, we are told that there are 3 white chicken. So we have 3 at the bottom here. So we are going to say out of, because there must be a total number for the chicken this person has. So if the person has 5 brown chicken and 3 white chicken, and as far as what the question is telling us is concerned, then you're going to have a total of 8 chicken. So our denominator is always going to be the number that tells us more about the total number of whatever is getting talked about in the question. So we are going to now say this is possibly the first picking. That is the first picking. So the person has picked 5/8 as a probability for the first brown chicken and 3/8 as the second probability as far as the white chicken is concerned. So then we shall have another tree diagram just to branch it from the beginning. Then we shall also indicate that order: brown, then white, again brown, then white. This is our second picking. Look at that. Then as we proceed, we are going to have, if there were brown chicken, 5 in number, and we pick another brown chicken, we shall be left with 4 out of, because if it is actually B, I must first be able to fill this part that has B, if it begins. So if I have 5, and I actually subtract 1 from this, what do I have at the end of the day? I'm going to have 4. So that means 4 out of the new number. So let's say out of 7. And that tells me that if I had 5 brown and I pick 1, I'm going to be left with 4. Then I've picked 1 out of 8, the total number, I'll be left with 7. So I'll come here and fill this part with the W. So I'll have 7 minus 4. Just do that directly to get the answer. So just say 7 minus 4. That gives you 3/7. such that these two are going to give you a whole number. 5/8 plus 3/8, it gives you 1. 4/7 plus 3/7, that gives you 1. Let's come back to this other end. We have 3/8. We have W here. Let's first complete this part that has W. We have 3/8. We pick 1. How many are going to remain? 2. So we shall have 2 out of the new number. So we shall say 8 less 1. That gives us 7 as well. So if B begins, fill that part with B first. If W begins, fill the part with W first. I had 5. I picked 1. I remained with 4. I had 8 in total. I actually subtracted 1. I remained with 7. Correct. So to get the corresponding part, as far as W is concerned, I'm going to say 7 less 4. That gives me 3/7 as the answer. I come back to this other end. I have 3/8. So do I do? I'll actually first fill this part with the W. So if I have 3 of them, I'll pick 1. I'll remain with 2. I have a total of 8. I less 1. I remain with 7. To get the corresponding part as far as B is concerned, what do? I just say 7 less 2. I have 5. So I'll actually have 5/7. So I'll be able to actually end up having BB. So that means he picked 2 brown chicken. That can be the first possible outcome. Then we have W. Then we have WB. Then we have WW. Those are all the possible outcomes for the 2 pickings. So if he picks, or if she picks 2 chicken, that means it is either brown, white, brown, or white, in that order. And that tells you that she must have picked first a brown chicken, then followed by a white chicken. Or she picked a white chicken, then a brown chicken. Or she picked 2 brown chicken consecutively, 2 white chicken consecutively. So the question was asking us to determine the probability that they are of different colors. Different colors. This can be the first possible outcome. This can be the second possible outcome. So we'll come here and say, probability of brown white. Yeah. Or probability of white brown. She must have picked 2 chicken, but of different colors. Maybe she picked a brown and then followed by a white, or she first picked a white, then followed by a brown. Any of them can be the possible outcomes. So we'll begin. Brown, 5/8 multiplied by, between these two there's a multiplication, then white, 3/7. Okay, or means plus in probability, and means multiplication. So or, that could be the possible outcome for her, or this could be the possible outcome for her. Any of them can work for us, as long as the 2 chicken are of different colors. Then white brown. So white, 3/8, then brown, 5/7. So brown, 5/8, white, 3/7 for the first case. The second case, white, 3/8, then brown, 5/7. Let's pick our calculator and get the answer to this question. So let's see. So we're going to have 5/8. 5. So let me put on my calculator. So we have 5/8. So 5/8 multiplied by 3/7. Our answer is 15/56. So we have 15/56. You add these two, then I'll pick 3/8. Then I'm adding these two. Then you multiply this with 5/7. So 5/7. That is again 15/56. Right, so I'm going to add these two together. So I'll pick 15/56. I add on to 15/56. Then I'll get the answer as 15/28. That becomes my final answer in as far as what the question is asking us is concerned. Thank you.